The objects don't show up when Joey is watching, only when he isn't. Not things he bought, not things he acquired at auction, things that simply appeared. The first one arrived on a Tuesday, a small crystalline disc, roughly the size of his palm, sitting on the velvet display case next to his authenticated Roman coins. Joey assumed he'd forgotten purchasing it during a particularly enthusiastic late-night bidding session. He did that sometimes. He photographed it, cataloged it, moved on. The second object appeared 4 days later. This one was different. A metallic rod, roughly cylindrical, covered in symbols that resembled no writing system Marcus had ever studied, and Joey had studied most of them. The surface was warm to the touch, consistently, regardless of room temperature. He ran a thermometer across it repeatedly. 94 degrees Fahrenheit every single time. He stopped assuming he'd forgotten purchasing things. By the end of week 1, 7 objects had appeared. Each one defied immediate categorization. Each one possessed some quality that shouldn't have been physically possible. The disc, he eventually noticed, cast shadows in directions light wasn't coming from. The rod maintained its temperature even inside a sealed refrigerator. A small figurine he found on his bookshelf appeared different depending on which eye you used to look at it. Joey installed security cameras throughout his home. The footage revealed nothing. Objects would simply be absent from a frame and then present in the next. No movement, no figures, no anomalies. They arrived the way Tuesday arrives after Monday, inevitably, without explanation. He contacted 3 separate academics. 2 stopped returning his calls after viewing the photographs. The third drove 4 hours to examine the objects personally, spent 45 minutes in the collection room, then left without speaking a single word. Week 2 brought 11 more objects. Joey began noticing something beyond the objects themselves. His home felt different now. The air carried a subtle pressure, like the atmosphere before a significant storm. He slept less, not because of anxiety, but because sleep felt somehow unnecessary. He was alert in ways that felt borrowed from a physiology slightly better than his own. The objects, he started to believe, were not arriving randomly. They were being delivered to someone who would appreciate them. Someone whose entire life had been devoted to recognizing the extraordinary, preserving it, understanding it. Whatever was sending these things had apparently done its research. Joey Webb, specialist in rare antiquities, obsessive cataloger of human and natural history, was receiving a curriculum. He began responding. He would arrange objects in configurations, then leave the room. When he returned, the arrangements were altered, not disturbed, altered with clear intention. Communication was happening, slow, patient, enormously careful communication between 2 parties separated by something vaster than distance. On the 21st day, he found a single new object on his desk. It was a small mirror. When he looked into it, he did not see his reflection. He saw a room, enormous, endless practically, filled with objects he recognized. Ancient, impossible, extraordinary. His entire collection was there, displayed perfectly. Surrounding it were thousands of other collections from thousands of other worlds. Joey Webb finally understood. He was not the